Ice water to the Atlantic, like cooling in a fan. Told them, hold it, don't you panic. Took an island, fuck the mansion. Drop the roof, more expansion. Drive a coupe. Okay, fair warning, we are recording on video. Welcome. Hold on, wait. There we go. Now I can sync it up.
Dope.
That's the way to do it. That's my little film trick that I've known off of YouTube. The one film trick I know.
Oh, where you do that? It's like, I wonder if that's the purpose of the thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
could be.
Hey, all 14 of you viewers, if you know what that thing is called, comment it. Or, yeah. Because... No, because it's good to know what you're talking about.
Okay, anyways, let's get to it. I need to do a proper welcome. Welcome back, guys. Officially on episode 4. I now have my co-host that I've been raving about, that I've spoken so much about over the last 3 episodes. So welcome, man. How's it going? I'm not going to start this off like I'm interviewing you. You're the co-host.
Hey, yeah, welcome. Yeah, great game today. Just, getting pucks deep, and I've not watched any of your previous episodes.
That's okay.
So,
nobody else has either. We're starting fresh.
To catch everybody up, Jake and I are best friends. But as we discussed when I walked in the door today, we're not the kind of friends that would hug each other, even if we hadn't seen each other for a while.
No,
we barely exchange hand gestures with each other.
We barely exchange eye contact.
Other than like shakas or like rockers and stuff.
I saw.
But that's weird thing, right? Like you have.
That was a funny thought that you brought up. Definitely, I thought that was super funny because it's true. I think there's collective. Well, I mean, I can't remember if I brought it up in any previous episodes, but I think I've mentioned my circle is super small, like 4 people.
That's how it gets.
And I think I hug none of them, for sure. I think the only person that I would hug is like long-time friends that I haven't seen for a long time, that have like gone away.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only time I would ever hug. And then it's like a different kind of embrace. I think it differs from like who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Certain people, other people like first of all, I hate people that, I'm a hugger. Not into that.
No,
I'm a handshaker. Maybe I'll dap you up if you're lucky.
Okay.
Well, other than that, like a handshake, maybe like one of the little, like the bro hug, I guess. Is that like a super like Caucasian kid thing?
Yeah, I don't like calling it the
like
bro hug anymore because everybody we know, white families, everybody does that. You see your cousin who's like 45 years old, you bro hug them.
You bro hug.
Uncles who are even in their 60s, you do the same thing, the handshake, and you flip it underneath the thumb, and then it's the fist. So it's the one-armed Heimlich.
I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna dap up my grandpa next time I see that.
How old is he?
Dead. I don't know. I've never met him. I'm gonna dap up my grandpa the first time I see him.
Hey, bless,
dude.
What's up?
Thanks for coming out,
Sick man. Nuts. You produced me and this other dude.
Dude, wicked genes, man. Sick nuts, dude.
That was off the cuff, but hey,
sick nuts, Gramps. Awesome.
Sick
keep it
nuts.
up, dude. Fucking keep it in
this
the
guy,
blood.
he gets the bag.
Keep it in the bloodline, man. Good God. Fuck. Okay, one thing I did actually want to talk about. I had some bunch of shit written down here. It's actually in my notes. First thing I want to say, I saw something on Instagram today. If this fucking wasn't you, I don't know who is you. This chick, so on The Bachelor, I guess this guy, I'm not going to play the clip, but this girl came in and introduced herself to The Bachelor, and she has this Australian accent. It's, she nails it too. It's pretty like, hello, what's it Australian? Hello, cunts. My name's Alejandra.
What?
I don't fucking know. I feel like I go Irish immediately.
Hello.
I don't know. But she puts it on, and first he sounds so country, like he sounds like.
Evening, ma'am. How are you today?
And like, he sounds stupid. He sounds dumb. It's like, that's a nice accent you got there. And you can never tell if like they're asking it to like not sound ignorant, because obviously there's like that distinction between like Australian and South African, and people that are really dumb think it's also like English or like British.
Okay.
Or whatever.
New Zealand too.
And yeah, there you go. And so I couldn't tell with this guy if he was just like actually dumb or trying to be nice because he goes, that's a nice accent you got there. Like, where are you from? I'm like, really? You couldn't fucking tell?
I mean, no, that is a really, really good way to do things. Rather than him, maybe, show his hand like, hey, I'm just dumb as fuck.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I am going to play the clip. Hopefully they can hear it.
Colton, what's your name?
Bree.
Bree.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You got a nice accent. Where are you from?
The accent is Australian. I was hoping that you're kind of a sucker for accents.
I
didn't know what you think about it.
I love it. I'll see you inside, all right?
Okay, sounds good. I'm not really Australian.
Oh, dude.
I'm not really Australian, but I hope he was a sucker for an accent.
Yo, that's
good for
sick.
her, though.
All right, let me...
You got to make yourself stand out.
I wanna stand up for him, actually, first of all. Really smooth move. Saying, oh, where is that from?
Where's that from? I think that's polite.
Because we've all done it saying, like, oh, you must be Australian. No, I'm from, Christchurch. I'm from Auckland. I'm from Durban. I'm actually from England and stuff. And then you're like, oh, now I'm ignorant.
Now I look like
he covered his
idiot.
ass. Straight up, shout out to Bree.
That's a G move right there.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's some real shit. That was super funny.
Well done. You and I, Bree, if you're one of the 14 viewers, hit me up. We can do an acting class. I have fine Australian impressions.
So that's what I'm saying. When I saw that, I was like, if this isn't Keith, I don't know who is.
Yeah. Because
the amount of times we've gone out and I'm gonna blow up your spot right now for anyone who didn't know you weren't Australian. This motherfucker is not Australian. Not even close.
Like,
you got relatives there. That's about it.
Straight up, it had worked one time. We had a friend who had a love interest, and the first time I'd met this person, I was like, all right, whatever. Let's just have some fun with it. And I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm Keith. I'm actually from Western Australia. I'm from Perth, and I've known Nicole since like high school, and we're mates. And I knew I wouldn't see this person like often. They lived far away. But when I did, I kept it up. I was like, oh yeah, he still thinks that. And about the fourth time I saw him, oh hey, it's so-and-so. I'm like, hey man. And he's like, oh, no accent today. I was like, oh, I never actually had one.
I've been lying to you this whole time.
The reason why I knew I had pulled it off is because he did like the double take. He was looking at her, looking at me, and it was like,
I don't know who to believe.
Are you kidding? And I was like, oh, I'm flattered that you so,
You just made this kid go through a crisis.
Yeah.
Like, now he has huge trust issues thanks to you.
Well, it didn't work out, so.
I don't know. I write shit down when it happens here. Like,
all right.
Okay, so when I went out for dinner before you came over, this fucking...
Do you have the number one large? No, you have the chicken pho.
This is before that. I was on my way there, and this is probably going to piss off a lot of people, because I'm going to generalize American drivers here. This is probably gonna bug.
All right, but that's why I'm here.
Because I looked so I'm driving on the highway, and there's an intersection to get onto the highway, and this dude blatantly ran the red light, like out into the highway, and me and like 3 other cars are going like, we're going the speed limit.
That's highly shitty of you, sir.
We're going the speed limit, and this motherfucker he pulls out just like right in front of us, and I look, I'm like, okay, and he's from Washington. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. And I pass him, and I look behind me, and he's in 2 lanes. Like, the line is in the middle of his car. He's in 2 lanes. He's staying there. And he changes back. Never once uses the signal.
But he's trying to get around.
I don't know where he's going, and I don't think he knows where he's going.
Okay.
Because then we turn into town. Turn into town. Take a little right into town. And he takes a right into town, and he's going super slow. Yeah, like, I'm convinced he doesn't know where he's going. But this whole story, this is such a shitty story.
I mean, it's not, because it has, there's a lesson to be learned here.
Don't use the excuse of, like, I don't live here to be a shitty driver.
Sure. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
Like, traffic laws are more or less the same.
There's like, yeah, all right. We don't need that much freedom up here, brother. No. Yeah.
What's your worst American, like, sorry, I shouldn't say American now. What's your worst, like, foreign driver story?
Foreign driver? I mean,
like, do we bring up the Asian thing? No, we want to.
I wonder if it picked up that subtle look. I have a weird stance on that. I don't think you can just generalize. Okay, yeah, maybe Asian drivers aren't the best ones, but I don't think they're the worst ones, man. Where we live, it's the worst. We live in a pretty
in like the Mecca.
What do we call it? Little Rhodesia. It's like super white, and these people are like wives of pretty well-off homies, whatever, and they drive their Audis, and they like willingly drive them shittily. And that's worse than someone who's just a plain bad motorist. Someone who's just a bitch.
Or like, yeah, someone who knows they're bad and is just like, fuck it. Like, fuck other people. Fuck my life.
Straight up.
Fuck your life.
Fuck
everybody else's life.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, if someone's just like nervous and super cautious, but like is aware that they're not the best driver, I can get over that. But if someone's just like, yeah, dude.
Okay.
Fuck
dialing
everyone.
it back. Daryl from Bellingham over here in the car was being mad aggressive, but also lost his shit. So we don't know what issues he's got, but that is like, second place shitty to Karen, who needs to get Brittany and Jason to fucking cheerleading practice, and it was just like, oh fuck no.
I was like, why?
What a bitch.
What are they? I wonder what they're doing here, like at that time of the day.
The American fella?
Yeah. Well, because I looked in the car. I'm like, who's this motherfucker with? And he was like with his wife, and I'm pretty sure there was
Ferry.
kids in the back.
They're on the ferry.
Maybe that's possible.
There's a boat, big bunch of boats,
big boat,
right there,
like right behind.
And
just light flex saying, I live on the water.
Yeah, bro.
No, people know from the first. I think the first episode I said.
They know your situation's
they,
like.
They know I was house sitting. So I was house sitting, but I never said. They can never see it.
Oh, this is the first time they get to see your clout.
Granted, they can't see anything. It's black. There's nothing behind us. So it's like I'm not filming during the day. Like it's just throwing a subtle flex.
Subtle. But
I caught myself doing that earlier in I think episode 1 or 2, because I was talking about the AirPod thing that keeps going around.
Okay.
And I was kind of just like trying to justify it like a fucking idiot. I don't know why. I was like, how I feel weird about wearing mine because I've had mine for like a year or whatever.
AirPod hipster.
And now I like feel uncomfortable wearing mine because I feel like everyone's looking.
Because
they all have that thought, just like, oh, he's like just got them. Oh, that's so cute. He just got them and he's wearing them.
And now he thinks everyone's poor.
And I was like, and so I kind of segged into talking about like how like BMW drivers always had a bad name.
Oh,
or whatever,
okay.
like arrogant drivers, whatever. And I was
Sure.
like, is it kind of along that avenue? And then I'm like, I'm not trying to justify it because I'm like, and I almost said like, oh, well, I have both. But like, fucking just no point in like subtle flexing there at all. So I backed out.
Yeah, dude, you are kind of a walking meme right now.
100%. But then also at the same time, I was like, dude, fuck it. It's not a flex because I saw this meme. It was actually pretty funny. And it was like, if your BMW or Mercedes or Audi is more than 12 years old, that's no longer a foreign. Like, that's a permanent resident. Like,
Yeah.
that shit's a citizen. And I'm like, 100%. Like, a 2006 BMW is no reason to brag about anything.
Yeah.
Which is so true. It's just a car. It's no better than a 2013 Honda Civic.
5 years old. I want to squeeze this comment in. I went to drop off somebody at some form of transportation, and this dude, grown ass man, dropping off his his girlfriend or something, parks in a really, really bad spot, blocking a lot of people who need to be going, and it's a newer BMW. And here where we live, we have new drivers and learning drivers, and you can see that on the back of their car. It's called having your N. And this dude's like 30, and his 27-year-old trash girlfriend gets out. And I'm like, you're a grown ass man, and you're driving. You're souped up, kind of like 3 Series. It's got a loud exhaust. I'm sorry, I just want to kind of throw this guy under the bus because he's one of the viewers for sure. Man, I just want you to know that I saw you and you look like an idiot.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
I don't know, man. Just maybe you think I'm an asshole who vapes all the time just because I drive a Subaru. I don't vape. I don't smoke. I don't do anything.
But I do drive a Subaru, so that covers all the bases.
When the windows roll down, just some cloud of smoke comes out, and
I plug it into my vents, and it just kind of. I vape hop, dude. Shout out that video, man. It's back up on the internet.
Good for that video also. Yeah. Nick levels are
Well
high.
over 9,000,
Huge. High Nick.
Anyways, so moving on. Absolutely fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
The Washington driver. Fuck that guy for what he did. If you're lost, be cool.
Sick. Fucking Bird Box.
Did you
I
watch
watched
it?
that shit.
Okay.
It was alright. It was okay. I'm not gonna. I don't hate scary movies, but they're not my favorite genre
All right.
because I'm not a fan of jump scares.
That's not a scary
I don't
movie.
like. It's not. It's a thriller.
Totally a thriller.
Thriller movie. Yeah. So I'm always scared of like the jump scare, and not gonna lie, the scoring in the movie was really good. Like I don't know.
You know, that's how much the movie didn't resonate with me. Is I don't remember. I remember. I watched it. And I had my full attention. I don't remember any of the music.
I'll say I was stressed out the whole time. I was like,
Fair.
Yeah,
No,
I
the
was fully
premise
stressed
premise
out.
is wicked. The reason for me why maybe I had the similar dissatisfaction with it is because I was like, the ending is just really open ended. Yet somehow we're all relieved because maybe we shouldn't spoil it, but for me the ending was just really open ended. Okay, you're somewhere, but is it really where you need to be, pal? Like,
I know
okay.
it's hard to talk about this and not spoil it.
The book's better. Put it that way.
Oh, it's based on. Oh yeah, it is. Based
The
on
novel is better.
Shows how much I don't read.
Just for you, have you seen a Quiet Place?
No.
With Jim and Pam, they got like 3 deaf kids, and they live on a farm and they can't make any noise.
No. That's awful.
Okay.
I don't like that at all.
Watch that tonight, and same genre thriller. There's a little more of a monster to
I
it.
won't be doing that. I'm not gonna do that. The only way I'll watch a scary movie is I'll watch it with a girl.
Okay, you have like a lot of neighbors. I'm sure if anything goes down, they're gonna hear it.
I don't know. I like to think so, but I don't know. I'd rather sit here and fucking loll my balls off.
This is a great topic to seg into, is movies that have like really messed you up. Can you like name
fuck.
a few?
I mean, I had fears.
Let me
already,
interrupt
know.
you. Signs.
Okay.
Signs. I saw Signs in 2000 and something, and it fucked me up.
I don't know. Because I don't have a huge like track list of scary movies.
Never been your genre.
No.
But you've never been like curious, be like, I've heard things, but
I mean, like, I'm super like I hate scary movies, but I'll say this: I don't like scary movies, but I mean I'll watch them. But I love the genre itself. Like I love the story behind stuff, and I know like, spoiler alert, the like Amityville horror and whatever, it's not real. But like that type of shit where like there's a
Could
story
be real.
behind it, it's not real.
like no, but like when it's plausible.
Yeah, like
the
when it's
sense?
like based on a true story. I'm like a weird history nut.
All right.
Like I'm a history buff.
Did you take history in high school?
I did.
Nice. Did we have the same class? Is that how this started? I totally forget how we became
How the
friends.
fuck did we meet?
For sure Spanish.
You think so?
Yeah. Because remember, we went into Daner's office and we had to write letters and stuff.
Okay.
See,
Yo soy. All right.
it's a shame you didn't keep it up, man. It's a beautiful language.
Yeah, no, for sure. I had it until like 3 years ago. I had it up until my last trip to Mexico, and then
There's no one we don't use it here. We should be bilingual. Like I think as Canadians, we really should try harder to learn French, but it's the West Coast mentality is like not to do that.
fuck it. No,
It's true.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of how they just like want to be independent. What the fuck's wrong with us, man? Oh, hold on.
The camera's like, I'm French, bitch.
Oh, the battery died. Okay, sorry guys, the camera battery died, but we're back. We might not finish, or we're gonna finish the rest of this episode, but probably without video. So it's probably what we'll figure it out, or the whole episode will be just posted, just audio. But wait and see. Okay, what the fuck were we talking about? Do you remember what we were talking about?
Okay, well, talking about Spanish for one sec.
Oh, yeah.
And then we were also talking about Bird Box. So we
Right. We're gonna come back to Bird Box.
Yeah,
maybe.
good.
Because I have nothing else to say about it right now. Segueing from Spanish, this is what I was always gonna ask. Because you're a traveler, I guess. You're a seasoned traveler, right? I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
You've traveled.
I'm not gonna say I'm like I've.
You've been
Okay.
to a
yeah.
place.
Like, I'm comfortable going somewhere different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been like, where have you been? You've been to all over like.
I
No,
would say I've
was it
been
all over
all
Europe?
over Europe.
All
I've
over
been to
Europe?
like some of the more traveled spots.
Right.
So a little bit of the Adriatic, Mediterranean, and then the normal spots.
Okay.
And
What's
then-
like the funniest thing from, or like what's one of the craziest stories from like one of your traveling experiences, excursions?
Bruh. I don't know, man. Like, I'm a big worry wart. I like need to have my ducks in a row, and my travel buddy was more of a frat kind of guy who like loved just to crush beer.
Oh,
and just,
sick, dude.
and yeah, so our first night in a country,
Probably the worst person you could ever go on a vacation with.
it was fun.
I did that.
It was fun. Oh, yeah,
I'm not gonna say who it was because he's part of our friend group, but fuck yeah, I did
for
that.
sure.
He was fun. He's a good time.
I guess I
go
don't know.
back.
This story, this crazy story, is super fratty. We get to a country called Croatia.
I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of it.
Sure you have. And land in one of the major airports in a town called Split. And I don't know.
No shit. Okay, I listened to one of Cody's old podcasts today.
Yeah.
He literally talked about how he went to this music festival and he went to Croatia and Split. And whatnot. He was
Split,
like, dude, I
Split's
landed
like
in
the
Split.
spot. It's one of the spots. It's like,
They like went to Munich and flew from Munich to Split.
Yeah, it's
And
a
then
big
on their
vacation
flight
spot.
to Split, got struck by lightning and had to turn back like 75% of the way to Split. And had to go all the way back.
that makes no logistical
They're like,
sense.
yeah, because the airport in Munich was the only one that could do repairs on the plane after landing. I'm like, and he's like, no, dude, fuck, just go. I'm like, well, here's a couple euros, fucking finish the trip, go. Do it afterward. Drop us off.
I
Swing
can
by.
see it.
We can see the shit.
You're
dude.
telling me you can't truck them shits.
And just fucking get us there.
You know.
Drop us off. We don't just stop the plane. Just
Can't-
like.
Can't send a container down the Danube onto our door. Okay.
Anyways, going on, moving on, or not moving on. Continue.
Continuing on. Split, Croatia. Because we're going to join along with Kontiki. A Kontiki tour.
Kontiki tours.
Shout out to anyone who's ever done a Kontiki. We were doing
Like
one of
looking
those.
at the camera like it's still on.
The battery's not even in it.
Literally no battery in the camera.
Okay, I'll look at you. Like,
Yo, is that thing recording?
is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
So we get there and we find out there's a bar crawl tonight run by some Australian guys who are all over the world, and this guy named Vaughn, Chinese Australian, hooks us up with the bar crawl, and my buddy who can put him back, obviously is a lightweight when it comes to Croatian beer, had like a lot, like so much. And I had to carry him like several blocks through a town I didn't really know back to the place. And I was like, I don't even know the number for 911 here. It's not 911 in Croatia.
Yeah, don't fucking comment with some shit.
Like
911.
if he does something really dumb, like pisses on some old like Roman Empire statue and goes to jail, I'm like, we're fucked.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, did we fucking go on the same trip?
So we
I'm
fucking
like, dude.
I fucking get the guy back to the Airbnb, and he's like fat at the time. He's a fat guy, and I get him on the floor, and I'm like, okay, this guy's gonna puke in a matter of moments. So I'm like looking everywhere for a bucket, and I find there's no bucket. So I open the fridge, and every fridge has a fucking crisper, where you keep your lettuce.
For sure, dude. Yeah.
You yank that out. Yeah, the little drawer.
Yeah,
so I pulled the whole
I don't know
drawer
why
out.
in my head I'm like an oven with a crisper. As soon as you said crisper, I'm like, oven?
You know
For
the little,
sure, yeah.
the little
Like-
like zigzag chips, the crispers.
Yeah.
That's maybe just a Canadian thing.
Oh, yeah, I think
Crispers?
so. I think crispers. I don't know.
Crispers next to his head. I'm snoozing. He's passed out. I hear him kind of rustle awake, and I hear it's a pretty noticeable sound. When a zipper is a long thing, but a fly is short, and you hear a quick zip. I was like, don't do it. Don't because I'm laying on the floor kind of next to you, next to the crisper.
Don't you fucking
And then yeah, everybody knows the sound of like pee hitting some sort of
Hitting
plastic
your
surface.
face. What?
It wasn't pissing on my head, but it was like next to my head. And I was like, "Hey, go to the bathroom." He doesn't fucking, put it away. He just kind of leaves the tap on and walks to the bathroom. So like I got him to mop that up. He was mad sober after that, but
He drains just all the booze out.
we didn't have any like dish soap, so I
no.
I got him to dump out the crisper, and I was like, I don't know, man, just rinse it and put it back. So, sorry to whoever used that fridge after us, had about 4 ounces of urine in it.
Just don't touch the curtains.
Just Yeah.
Just know my balls are all over the curtains. That's fucking funny, man.
That's kind of the
super
story.
funny.
There's
I'm trying to think of like the funniest thing. Fuck, I don't know. That whole trip for me, not the same trip, a different trip to Mexico. That was the best trip, but also a fucking nightmare at the same time.
pull your hair
Because
out.
it was like, oh my god, we had like just turned 21, I think, or 20. Yeah, no, 21. Because I haven't been to Mexico in like almost 5 years.
It doesn't matter in that country either.
No,
It
it
just-
really doesn't. Because I had a few pops when I was 17 too. So it
Damn.
doesn't really matter. No, whoa.
Damn, that's breaking the laws in that country.
But yeah, I mean, like as per like funny, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell. I'm not gonna tell that story.
Thanks to the build up,
I'm
man.
not gonna tell that story, but I'll tell a different story. So we're basically where we stayed. We stayed in Nuevo Vallarta, or like just north of Puerto Vallarta, on like the north side of the airport. Mm-hmm. So every night we had to like take a cab, a $20 cab ride around
I'm listening
the
to you.
airport.
I'm curious what Vallarta means in Spanish. I'm still listening. I'm just on my phone.
I looked it up once, but I don't remember. And so we take the cab and whatever, and we did this 7 nights a week. And so we get there, we party and whatever, and every single night a different club did like a all you can drink thing. You figured out what it said? Or are you fucking busy?
Yeah, but it reminded me of a Chris Farley skit. So I mean, this would be 2 seconds of your time.
Yeah, no.
No, I just keep going.
All right.
Vallarta means Vallarta. It's just a name.
The port of Vallarta, yeah.
New Vallarta, yeah.
Well, Nuevo is new, yeah, and then but Porto is port.
For sure, man.
I think
Last time I checked.
I think so, yeah. The port of Vallarta. I don't know. Spanish 101. All right. Anyways, yeah. So we're down there, and I think this is probably like the second night in. The first night we had gone with my parents, and we didn't go down. Like we went to Mexico with my parents, and then but basically the first
Dude, you
night
went down on your parents?
Oh no, dude. Yeah, okay. All right.
Had to get something cut out of the podcast.
Dude, you definitely are into it. Your mom's such a mouth, dude.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Taking off.
So we get down there, and the first night, my mom's like, "Yeah, no, don't come home any later than 2 a.m. because clearly she thinks we're still in Canada, and like places close at like 2:30. Places do not close at 2:30. Places close at like 5.
Sure.
And that's exactly when we got home. The first night, like when I was like, "Yeah, don't be home later than like 2." We roll in like tanked, absolutely. Fucking,
Breakfast is on the table.
dude. And yeah, we roll in at like 5, struggling to get our key in the key slot, like our key card. And we roll in, and the next morning was kind of awkward, yeah, because we're like, listen, no, that's not happening. We're not coming home at 5 or 2, like no way. We barely finished dinner at 2, and then go to the club. Like, it's a different thing there. Anyway, so like fast forward, and then I think third or fourth night, and every time you go down there, it's a different club that does an all you can drink for like $30 American, which is super tight. Mm-hmm. But fuck's dangerous.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So we get there, and this one spot's doing it, and we again, like no surprise, we're blitzed. We're like so rinsed.
Shocked.
Like absolutely. I'm trying to think of just like the funniest, most random shit to say to compare, like as a saying to be drunk. It was, dude, absolutely garden hosed.
You guys were puddled.
I was puddled for sure. I was laked. So we
There's a few more.
There's a few more. We're just gonna interrupt the convo, pop in.
You were.
I was. Dude, I was toilet flushed. I was toilet flushed as shit.
Oh, you know what? We shouldn't have paused because now it just seems
That
like
build-up was
we're
the
reaching.
worst. Anyways, yeah. So end of the night comes, we get in the cab. I'm like can barely keep my fucking eyes open, and like you can imagine how our friend was, like even worse. And he gives the directions back to the hotel.
He manages to pull it off sometimes.
I don't get it, man. The guy can function blind. I've figured. I think he can function blind.
Yeah, when he's
walking
drunk,
around
when
with
he's
his eyes
sober, man,
closed.
I don't know.
And
Can he even read?
he gets an IQ. That's when the IQ comes in. Is when he's shit faced. He has to be drunk.
It unlocks that. That really.
Yeah, part of your brain. Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually a savant.
He's a genius. Like, that's how I'm gonna get to take my exams and shit. But he's just gonna be absolutely tanked.
Pissed.
But anyway, fuck, we keep going on. Is tangenting a word? We keep tangenting. Going on tangents.
Might not be a word, but it's definitely a setting on your calculator.
It is now. Oh, sin costin.
Tangent.
So we get in the cab, we get back to the hotel, and I start like walking down like this boardwalk to the main entrance to the hotel. And I realize he's like yelling at me to come back, and I'm like, oh, why? At this point, I'm like, he's ruffling around in the cab for some reason. And I'm like, okay. So me being me, I'm tired as shit. I just like, I lay down on the boardwalk.
Nothing is more important than sleep right now.
Not a thing. I couldn't give a shit about anything in the world. I just wanted to sleep, and that's exactly what I did. Mm-hmm. So I lay down on the boardwalk, and I just like curled up, and I was just sitting there like this. And next thing you know, he's like, Jack, we gotta go. I'm like, what do you mean we gotta go? He goes, I left my wallet in the other cab. I'm like,
what?
Oh my God. And at this point, we are like 20 minutes away from where we were. Like, there's no way. And in a Mexican cab, no way. It's gone. Like, kiss it goodbye, dude. See you later.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never been, but I imagine that's just the worst. It's a write-off at that point.
Like, considering cab drivers there, like, scam you, like, they're just infamous for scamming you. Like, I'm so surprised that, like, so we end up...
This is a feel-good story?
No. I mean, I guess there's a moral to it.
Yeah.
But it's got a happy ending.
He came back and there was more money in it than when he...
No, it's a happy ending. But basically, yeah, so I get up and I drag myself like the 100 meters back to the cab, fall into the back seat. Like, fall in. I don't even sit up the entire way back. The entire way back to the strip of clubs and whatever, I don't even sit up. And he just like... We managed some
strip of
great
clubs. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool set of words.
Not to be confused. To be confused with strip clubs.
Yeah, no, but like, yeah, okay.
Strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some grace of God, we find the cab driver.
Getting chicken strips after this.
Yeah. Oh.
So you found him.
Yeah, we found the cab driver. His wallet was like in the gap between the seats.
So you never got to it. Fucking right.
Yeah, I guess he didn't find it. And happy ending to the story. He found his fucking wallet and all the $6 he had in it. And then we had to take another $20 cab ride back to the hotel. We paid $80 in cab fare.
I just want to like comment, say you guys probably spent more money in getting the wallet back than what the wallet was worth and all the contents inside.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it at all. Should we wrap it up or should we keep going?
We should wrap it up.
Save some shit for next week.
And then there could be another episode later today after some chicken strips or a filet-o strip fish.
Well, not
filet-o fish.
Later today for us, a month from now for you guys. Yeah, we're backlogged here. We are backlogged, if I do say so myself. I've got 4 or 5 weeks worth of episodes.
For some reason, when you just said next month and then you said you wanted to do this on Wednesdays, that reminded me of, remember those Kiwis, Flight of the Conchords? They had a bunch of funny songs, and one of them was about, like, having sex. It's like, you want to know how I know it's business time? Because it's Wednesday. And I was like, yeah, I feel that. That's when we do business time? When we do podcasts.
Wednesdays is... Okay, yeah, that's actually something I'll address. Like, down to the actual business side of things, I think Wednesdays is going to be the day we're going to stick to uploading. Because I think that's a good day of the week. We thought about Mondays. You considered Mondays. It could still be Mondays. I don't know. But I'm kind of...
We're going to do whatever we want. We don't care what you say. We're out here doing it. Putting in the time. Using the old Canon Rebel T2i I bought 4 years ago and never actually used.
Yeah, God love the battery life on that fucking thing.
Yeah, God love it. We lasted all 18 minutes.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so I think Wednesdays is going to be our regular upload date once a week. What the fuck else do I want to say? The YouTube channel's up. So, I mean, you can catch this on YouTube and then also SoundCloud. And honestly, man, we have some shit to buy. So I think... I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I kind of want to make a little Patreon, like some crowdfunding shit, because the shit's not cheap, in all honesty. And there's no way, like, I'm not expecting anybody to want to sign up for it, like, whatsoever. Because we need to think of, like, why would people want to sign up for it? And I think, as overused as it is, I think, like, we could just I don't know, we could do like bonus episodes. Do like a bonus episode. Like once a month.
Yeah.
Page for people that are on Patreon.
Or any other promotion we could think of. That's a good one. That's a good start.
Well, we're not gonna have merchandise.
No.
Yet.
Yet. Or
Not for a long time.
Yeah, whatever.
But I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. But I mean, yeah. For the meantime, for you guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. For us, we might see each other later on when we record another episode. Because I had so much shit I had to talk about still. I had a lot of shit in my notes.
I mean, I was.
We ran on.
You were worried that we were like,
like,
oh, I don't know if it's gonna go, and I was like, nah, dude, it works.
We had 2 stories that we just like ran for 35 minutes.
We are way worse than TMG for that. We will turn one topic into 40 minutes, and you guys would be so upset because you're gonna click the
That was
link.
gonna be so boring.
You're gonna be like, oh, what do they have to say about this thing? And they'll be like, all right, so
Okay.
here's 45 minutes to talk about how many times they fucking have to fill in the blank, Jake. How many times we
Fuck. How many times we? Oh no. How many times we?
It's a great time to wrap it up. Hey, thanks for lending us your ears. And
All right, thanks guys. Until next week. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Yeah.